going on, guys? Big Mike D717 Outlaw Bagger here today. I wanted to say happy Turkey Day to you guys because this video is going to be going up right around then. So over the weekend we went to Cecil County Dragway for our pretty much our last shot of the season on the Hayabusa. Anybody that's new to the channel, I have a 2012 Suzuki Hayabusa that has a little bit of engine work. She's bored over to a 1407 with turbo pistons and has a RCC Stage 1 turbo system along with an evil swing arm, sitting on a drag radial, and pretty much my drag bike, but I still take the thing to work, so it's a nice street bike. Anyway, we went down to the track to see what we can do, and yeah, go ahead and roll. All right, guys, real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes for this video, I wanted to put this out there to get you guys' opinions on it. I've been thinking about moving operations down here almost permanently into this garage because any of you know this is the garage where I started doing all this. But I was thinking about doing more like general maintenance stuff mixed in with the builds, getting other people's bikes in here, putting them up on the lift, showing you guys how to do certain things, and just kind of being like that motorcycle, almost instructional type deal. To try to add a little bit different to the channel besides you guys just watching me do like, oh, I'm going to put this part on my bike, I'm going to put this part on my bike. Let's just try to get some of the general stuff out of the way to help anybody out that's new with motorcycles and that kind of do-it-yourselfer at home that wants to work on their own bike and get more acquainted with their ride of choice. Let me know what you guys think. I thought it'd be pretty cool to change it up a little bit and bring things like that. And if you're local, I'd love to have you on the channel, bring your bike out, and then we can do things on your bike in the garage. I'll do a video of it, you can be in it, and then post it out for the world to see. All right, guys, here's the race footage. We're going to do this a little bit different. So pass number 1, we went off the trailer, didn't really have a whole lot of data on the track. We're just trying to feel it out. So pass number 1 was pretty much just an A to B pass, tried to see what the track was going to do, see how the power felt, because the DA, 10 o'clock in the morning, it was negative 1,400 feet. We put it into a calculator based on that. Supposedly the bike was making an additional 20 horsepower from stock, so right around 275 wheel is what we're anticipating out of the DA being as low as it was. But anyway, to me, good pass. It was a 9.6, so it wasn't anything spectacular, but it was a good A to B pass. The bike shifted good, and then it did power wheel a little bit first, second, and just a real little tire hop in third, but not a bad pass. We're going to mash these together, pass number 2 and pass 3. Pass number 2, bike took off, best 60 foot of the day, and felt great, but 100 foot out, top end of first, it kicked loose. Probably didn't look like much on camera, but it was a little bit of a pucker moment for me because I could feel the ass end starting to walk out from me. Bike corrected itself after it bounced limiter in first, and we continued out the run, but I noticed on the top end, the 3/4 shift, I kept hitting the button multiple times. It didn't want to go into fourth. So it ended up running a 9.3. Kind of an odd one. I didn't expect it to do what it did, but the thing that was odd is the mile an hour. It trapped a lot higher speed than normal, so the bike was definitely making some power on the big end because it was back halving pretty hard. So anyway, rolled on to pass number 3. Bike launched perfectly, was heading for a really good pass. The 8th mile was probably one of the better ones. Actually, it surpassed my 9.1 pass, and then it even had a little bit better mile an hour. So the bike was on a pass, but again, the 3-4 shift killed it. Hit the button once, didn't go into gear, hit it again, didn't go into gear, hit it a 3rd time, I believe, and it finally went into 4th, finished out the run at a 9.3 at about 160 mile an hour. So the bike was making power, but God, I don't know why it didn't want to go in gear. So that ended up being our issue for that. And unfortunately, the way that they had the run set up, it was test and tune first thing in the morning. So we did 1 round of testing. They had 8 rounds of racing because they ended up mashing a race day, which was their domestic disturbance, which was Ford versus GM versus Mopar. They jammed all that into one big day with testing. So we ended up getting only our 3 passes in. So it was round of testing, 8 rounds of racing, round of testing, 8 rounds of racing, round of testing. And then because there were so many test and tune guys, they ended up cutting us off at 3 passes apiece. And then they had to run out the remainder of the day with just the racing action alone. So unfortunately, we got cut off at 3 passes, and it was kind of a letdown. But at the same time, once the sun went down, a lot of people were having traction issues, and I'm kind of glad that I wasn't one of them because we did get to see a couple rounds of racing, and there were people getting loose in a couple spots. So it was getting pretty cold, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't force it to save the bike. I didn't want to cause anything if the bike would slip out from underneath me going down the track. I'd rather not have that happen because I already have plans to build this winter, which you guys are going to be a part of, but I'd rather not add to the list. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, didn't get what we needed to get done this season, but before I cut off there, I want to know if there's any people down south that still have tracks that are open that are good tracks for setting a personal best. If they're within driving distance, I would not mind traveling to try and hit a personal best this year. The tracks up here with Mother Nature, I just ran out of time. So anyways, if you guys have any tracks, drop those comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about doing a shop here in the garage. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, drop a like, drop a comment, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, ride safe, ride smart, always wear a helmet. See ya.